Hi everyone, it's Sarah again. So last week I did my first of 4 videos on pain. I spoke a little bit about what pain is and why our brains experience pain. This week I'm going to talk a little bit more about chronic pain, what it is, why it occurs, and my next video I'll be talking about how we can help manage that. So basically I'm going to start off with a few definitions. Firstly is acute pain. Now acute pain is pain that lasts less than 3 months as a general rule, and it's associated with a predictable stimulus that's noxious. So like you get a cut on your arm, or you dislocate your shoulder, or you experience a muscle tear. So we know that all of these things are going to cause pain, and it's predictable, we understand it. Chronic pain, however, is the persistent perceptual phenomenon that incorporates all of our experiences. So things like our emotional health, if we're experiencing any anxiety, also to do with tissue damage, but we generally see chronic pain after that 3-month period. So within 3 months, what we expect is that most of your tissues will have healed. However, if you're experiencing pain from an injury like a shoulder dislocation, or you've hurt your lower back longer than 3 to 6 months, we call that chronic or persistent pain. So why we get chronic or persistent pain? Basically, it's a sensitization of the pathways both in our brain and in the pathways that connect our brain to the body area that you injured. So if you imagine we experience an episode of chronic pain 6 months later and I'm still finding it difficult to bend over because my back really hurts, what's happened there is that the pathways between my back and my brain have gone from little country roads where the stimulus takes a little while to get up to our brain to 6-lane highways where our brain is constantly receiving a really big input of information from our lower back. So that's why we experience chronic pain after we've had healing of the tissues. It's still real though, that's what's important to remember. Even if you are experiencing chronic pain 6 months after your injury, it's not because the tissues are damaged, it's because your brain has sensitized that area that communicates with that body part. So if you have any more questions about chronic pain, feel free to give us a call. Next week I'm going to be talking about how physiotherapy can help manage it. Thanks guys.